Alexander the Great, a name that echoes through history as one of the greatest military leaders of all time. A man who conquered vast territories, changed the course of civilizations, and became a legend. But who was he, and how did he achieve so much in such a short life? Welcome to our deep dive into the life of Alexander the Great. Born in 356 BCE in Pella, the capital of Macedonia, Alexander was the son of King Philip II and Queen Olympias. His father was a brilliant strategist and warrior who transformed Macedonia into a powerful state. His mother, Olympias, was a devoted follower of the cult of Dionysus, and she instilled in Alexander a strong belief in his divine destiny. From a young age, Alexander was educated by none other than Aristotle, one of history's greatest philosophers. Aristotle taught him philosophy, science, medicine, and literature. This education shaped Alexander's thinking, and gave him a thirst for knowledge that would influence his leadership style. But what set Alexander apart even more was his military training under his father. In 336 BCE, tragedy struck. King Philip II was assassinated during a festival, and at just 20 years old, Alexander ascended to the throne. Despite his youth, he swiftly consolidated power, eliminating rivals and securing his rule. He then turned his attention to his father's greatest ambition, the conquest of Persia. In 334 BCE, Alexander launched his campaign against the mighty Persian Empire ruled by Darius III. He crossed into Asia Minor with an army of 40,000 men, marking the beginning of one of the most extraordinary military campaigns in history. The first major encounter took place at the Battle of Granicus. Alexander's forces crushed the Persian satraps, opening the door to Asia Minor. City after city surrendered to him, and he was seen as a liberator by many Greek cities under Persian control. In 333 BCE, Alexander faced Darius III at the Battle of Issus. Though vastly outnumbered, his brilliant tactics led to a decisive victory. Darius fled, leaving behind his family, whom Alexander treated with respect. This battle marked the beginning of the end for the Persian Empire. After another stunning victory at Gaugamela in 331 BCE, Alexander marched into Egypt, where he was welcomed as a liberator. There, he founded the city of Alexandria, which would become a center of learning and culture. At the Oracle of Siwa, he was proclaimed the son of Zeus, further cementing his belief in his divine destiny. With Egypt secured, Alexander pushed deeper into Persia. He captured Babylon, Susa, and the Persian capital, Persepolis. In a symbolic act, he burned the great palace of Persepolis, possibly as revenge for the Persian destruction of Athens decades earlier. Darius III was eventually murdered by his own men, and Alexander became the undisputed ruler of the Persian Empire. But he wasn't done yet. Alexander's insatiable ambition led him further east. In 326 BCE, he reached India, where he faced King Porus at the Battle of the Hydaspes. Despite fierce resistance and war elephants, Alexander emerged victorious. Impressed by Porus's bravery, he allowed him to retain his kingdom as a vassal state. However, his men, exhausted from years of campaigning, refused to go further. Reluctantly, Alexander turned back. He led his army through the harsh deserts of Gedrosha, losing many to heat and starvation. By the time he reached Babylon, his empire stretched from Greece to India, but his health was deteriorating. In 323 BCE, at the age of just 32, Alexander the Great died in Babylon. The cause remains a mystery. Was it fever, poison, or something else? With no clear successor, his empire was divided among his generals, the Diadochi, leading to centuries of conflict. Despite his untimely death, Alexander's legacy endured. His conquests spread Greek culture across the known world, influencing language, art, science, and philosophy for centuries. The Hellenistic era that followed shaped civilizations from Egypt to India. Even today, he is studied as one of the greatest leaders in history. Alexander the Great, a warrior, a king, and a visionary. His story is one of ambition, intelligence, and relentless pursuit of greatness. What do you think was his greatest achievement? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more history content.